hello there. I'm a little bit late arriving to the location. The color is already popping up and I just need to find a composition really quick here. It isn't going all that well. A little bit too rushed. I don't have a composition, or I don't know a composition on this location, see, in this direction. I did manage to find a composition here. It isn't the best, but it is something. And yeah, peak with sky just happened, I think. But I think I managed to capture it just in time. All I need to do now is to put on a ND filter to smooth out the water, and god damn it, that's a lot of mosquitoes. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna do that and be done. Now the long exposure is done. I calculated it really badly. Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to increase the... Wait, I'm still on ISO 50. Back up to ISO 100 and let's reduce it to f8 as well. And hopefully that's still enough focus for me. Focus. Two stops, extra light. Should be enough. There's actually a lot greener in here than I thought it would be. So it isn't really any autumn scenes here inside the forest that I hoped it would be. The next location here, and it's a place that I haven't photographed for a few years at least. Well, it's raining a little bit and the sky is kind of dull, so I want to wait for the sky to kind of clear up a little bit, get a little bit more contrast in the sky. Then I think we're gonna get a pretty awesome image. As I said, it is raining a bit, so I should perhaps try to make this kind of quick. What I want to capture here is well, the rock formation leading out into the water, as usual. Always water, lakes, rocks, things like that. But we have some, not a lot, but a little bit of fall color on the other shoreline, and that is really what's going to tell the story of autumn in this image. It's what's going to make it an autumn image is the fall color on the other side. We also have a little bit of fall color here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or not. We're going to see. I don't really like to have too high frequency cluttered things like a lot of grass or trees or things like that in the foreground. It draws too much attention and it usually isn't really looking that nice, in my opinion. So I'd much rather have that mid-ground or background and keep the foreground kind of clean, because the foreground is really meant, the way that I see it, it is really a way to put things into perspective, give the viewer a place in the image, and also lead the viewer through the image. I guess it's a little bit of a personal preference thing, but that's the way that I like to frame things. And we're getting a little bit more contrast here in the sky, which is good. That means I can include more sky, go at a wider angle and get more of the background as well. And I can play more with the perspective here in the foreground. The thing that I'm thinking about is whether one composition is too simple and another one is too complex. I can't really find one that really stands out as the one that I want. So I'm actually thinking going really simple. Because I think that is going to emphasize more of the fall color in a better way than making it complex in the foreground. Well, I've decided upon a composition now, a little bit more complex than the simple one I was talking about. And the reason for that is mostly that I wanted to include more of the background towards the right, because towards the left here it isn't really looking as good in the background, and the background is quite important since that is what's bringing in the autumn colors. And well, since we're at the lake and we have a little bit of movement in the lake, you know what that means? Have a long exposure. I already put on the 10-stop filter, and I took a test exposure before just to see what exposure I want to multiply by. So it was 1/15th to begin with, and I'm using a 10-stop filter that gives me around a minute. A little bit more perhaps. Cable release, turn it on, hold 1 minute, so let's go for 1.5 minutes. The image is done, let's see how it looks. It is exposed properly, a little bit dark though, but that's to keep the highlights. It isn't the best image, but I think I'm going to be able to pull out what I want from it. You can see we have a little bit of color here in the background. It isn't really that visible at the moment, but yeah, I think that's going to work. Sadly, this seems to be where I need to leave you. I made a bit of a mistake. One of the batteries that I took with me for you guys was empty. It had no juice, and I only took 2. So yeah, the thing is, usually before I've been recording in 1080p, and I could go with one battery for a day almost. And now I'm recording in 4K, and it just swallows the battery so much quicker. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this quite scrambled episode. And if you did, then please leave a like. If you want to see more, then type a little bit of a comment. What did I say? If you have any question, then type a comment. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. And I'll see you all soon again. Goodbye.